I had a crazy fractional CMO meeting this morning with a client of mine. And it's amazing the things I discover on these calls. So this is the reason you want to hire somebody that knows what the hell they're doing with marketing, because there's a bunch of people that are taking advantage of you. This particular vendor, okay, I've caught 3 vendors with their hands in the cookie jar. And this is a fairly small company. This is like a major company, right? They do, I don't know, they probably do 5 to 10 million a year, at least. But they don't have a lot of employees, and they're like everybody. They're like, they know their business, but they don't know marketing in and out. They understand the basic. Anyway, the first vendor I caught with their hand in the cookie jar was charging $5,000 a month to do cold email. I was like, okay, and getting zero results. And they had problems with everything. They were like, that the copy wasn't good, the targeting wasn't good. I mean, basically just a laundry list of everything that could have gone wrong with it was wrong. They're gone now, and they've been replaced with a person doing it for half the price who's like 10 times better. The second thing was their web developer, who we took away the Google Ads responsibilities from, because they were also supposedly doing Google Ads. Once again, no leads, nothing happening, total waste of money. And they did a little trick that you got to watch out for, is if somebody bundles services together, right? And you take away one of the services, they might keep the remaining service really expensive. In this case, it was like web maintenance. Like they're maintaining the website, which is like it's a fairly small website. It doesn't have many changes. There isn't like tons of content being created. By the way, they're not creating content, and all they're doing is sitting around waiting for people to tell them, oh, do this on the site, tweak this, whatever on the site. Well, they were charging like a total of $3,900 a month, I think, for everything. And then when the Google Ads got taken away, the bill was, I just found this out today, was $2,200 a month. $2,200 a month for web maintenance, which they're not doing anything proactively. So they're just charging $2,200 a month to just wait for somebody to say, hey, please do this, which is like 35 hours at 60 whatever dollars an hour that is. But they're not guaranteeing anything. They're just sitting around waiting, like Maytag repairman, right? Like, hey, do this. And I would count that they've probably done, like, I don't know, 5 to 10 hours of work in the last month. And so they're charging this chunk for nothing. So that's going to change. We're going to fix that as well. It's very interesting just what people do. And because, it's like it's not that the people in charge are dumb. They just don't understand what's being done, and they don't want to screw with their website. And maybe they like the vendor, but they're being taken advantage of. They don't know it. And somebody like myself comes in and I figure this stuff out. And all of that was just in the first month. Anyhow, listen, I'm not saying they're all out to get you and marketers are all bad or anything like that. I'm just saying you have to have somebody to go in there who understands what is supposed to happen, what people are supposed to be doing, what these things cost, and then they can analyze it for you and give you an objective opinion, whether you hire that person as a consultant or they're a fractional CMO that's working with you every week. Also, by the way, you need to be having regular meetings with your entire marketing team, all stakeholders. Maybe not every vendor, but regularly meeting with every vendor, and the core vendors that are actually like most involved in your business that you're relying on the most, they need to be involved pretty regularly in meetings. And you have to have stand-ups, and you got to make sure sales and marketing are talking to each other, then everybody's on the same page, because then that's when things are going to start moving forward. Anyway, in conclusion, this company said that in the last month, they've gotten, the first time in like a year or two, they've gotten quality leads coming in, things are turning around. And that's music to my ears, because that's what I'm there for. And I got to prove my existence, right? Because otherwise I don't keep my job, right? Everybody's on the chopping block. So yeah, it's just amazing what happens when you get everybody on the same page and you cut out the fat and the waste.